Welcome back to the Bobcat Hockey Coaches Show on Super Talk 1270. Paul Teeple here with you live from the Tap In Tavern on Memorial Highway in Bismarck on a sunny Wednesday in the Capital Region. Turn things over to the players now, as we always do. And first up here this evening is a newcomer to the Bobcats. Just came over just a couple of weeks ago, is defenseman Kyle Siemers. Kyle, how's it going?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Not too bad at all. So a couple of weeks now here in the Capital with the Bobcats. What's it been like getting acclimated to this new team?
Well, it's been great. The first couple of weeks, you learn about the team, and I think we got a great group of guys in the locker room, and I'm just excited to play at the VFW for the first time this weekend.
Last year you played with the Aberdeen Wings, started the year with the Aberdeen Wings, so you've already played 6 games here at the VFW Sports Center. Was there a little familiarity, at least knowing what you were getting into a little bit, having seen the Bobcats 12 times last year?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely familiar with the VFW and the league, just in the division, the Central Division, playing in Aberdeen last year. And I know every game at the VFW is pretty exciting. It's a good place to play.
How is the coaching staff been getting you in here and getting you acclimated?
Oh, they've done a great job. I'm so thankful for both coaches just giving me a chance and an opportunity to show what I can do. And I'm looking forward to what else we can accomplish this year.
Saturday night, you got your look with the Bobcats power play unit. Ended up with the primary assist on Matt Berry's game-winning goal. Walk us through that play. Walk us what your job is out there on that power play unit.
My job is basically I'm on the flank, and whenever I get the puck, it's shoot first and then maybe look for a pass back door. But on that play particularly, I saw that we had 2 guys in front of the net. So I tried to keep it low on the goalie's pads, force a rebound, and I was lucky enough to get it off the pad, and it landed right on Barry's stick, and he was able to put it in.
What's it like being out there working with Jay Halliday, who seems to be starting to come on strong here after getting adjusted to the league himself?
Well, I know it's been good. Jay's a good player, and he definitely makes it a lot easier when you're out there with him.
So now the obvious question, with Aberdeen being first up on Friday on this 2-game weekend, what are your personal emotions of this game coming up here?
It's going to be weird playing against Aberdeen, but my main goal is just playing well and hoping that we can get 2 points in the column on Friday, and then worry about Brookings the next day.
What's something that the defense needs to keep in mind against Aberdeen with Scott Langer behind the bench?
Well, they're going to want to play with pace. Their forwards are fast, so we're going to have to keep good gaps and be aggressive in our zone and not give them any second chances.
Now Saturday, Brookings comes to town. First look at the Blizzard here for this season. What do you know about them, and what does the defense need to do against a young Brookings side?
I think playing against Brookings, it's always important to play physical, because they're usually younger up front. So I think if we put their will on them and we play a hard game, make it tough on them, should be a good night.
Saturday in Austin, a very defensive game. Defense had to come up big late in the game. Well, how did it feel just to be able to get those 2 points and get back right after a frustrating loss the night before?
Oh, it was huge for the guys. We had a lot of bad calls Friday night. We put ourselves in a lot of bad situations. But it was good playing Saturday night. I think the boys rallied together, and we did everything we could do on the defensive side, and it helped us get 2 points.
What'd you think of Parker Mismash dropping the gloves out there in Austin?
Playing against Parker and now playing with him, he likes to get under people's skin, and I really wasn't that surprised about it.
Well, Kyle, thanks a lot for sharing your time here today, and good luck this weekend against the Wings and the Blizzard.
All right, thank you. Have a good day, guys.
All right. Our thanks to Kyle Siemers for joining us, and we remind you that the Bobcats are at home this weekend, back home after 2 weeks out on the road. Before 2 weeks out on the road after Saturday, Friday, Aberdeen comes to town for a 7:15 p.m. tilt, and then your first look at the Brookings Blizzard on Saturday, also at 7:15. Buy and pre your tickets online right now at bismarck.youtube.com or charge by phone at 222-3300. We now say hello to a first-year defenseman in the NAHL. Came to the Bobcats here this offseason. It's Noah Borman. Noah, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you doing?
Not too bad at all. So first of all, let's dial back the clock about 3 weeks here. First game at Showcase, tight game, tense game. You get your first goal in the NAHL. How did that feel scoring on that face-off?
It felt great, man. This is a tough league to play in, especially coming out of U18, and just felt one to put one in.
And you said it right there, coming out of U18 is a path that a lot of guys don't necessarily come from. So how have you been able to make that jump and be able to become a regular in the lineup so quickly?
It's a huge adjustment. You know, you go from being a top guy on a U18 team, running power play, and maybe even, skating the puck out of the zone most of the time to, maybe being a little bit confused and having to find your role on a team like this. And I think I'm starting to find my role on this team, and, it's working out for me. So
this past weekend, a huge performance by the defense and by Will Ulrich in net. Tell me a little bit about how the D was able to hold a talented team like Austin to 3 goals that didn't go into an empty net.
I think a big part of it is just playing aggressive. Coaches like to play an aggressive style and, pinching them off on the blue lines right away and just taking away any chances. It helps that Will, stands on his head most of the night. So, I don't know, just playing aggressive, playing your position, and cutting down on mistakes.
And for you this weekend, very physical pair of games in Austin. How big of a part of your game are hitting guys like that?
I think that's a huge part of my game. I think being the size I am, I think that it's, it'd be stupid not to use my size to my advantage. So I think taking the body and maybe inflicting a little pain is going to help me out this year. So,
what was the mindset after Friday night? Because, it was a game that was very close until it got blown open by a couple of empty netters late. What was the mindset coming in, and did it change at all between Friday and Saturday to come out and get the win like you did to get that split?
Mindset didn't really change. It's pretty stays the same most of the time. But I think overall as a team, when we win those battles and we show up to play, there's not many teams in the league that can play with us. So I think that we just needed to reset and take a step back and say, hey, what do we need to do different? And came back and killed it Saturday. So.
On Saturday, you got paired up with Jay Halliday for almost the entire game. How did that work out there with Jay, would you say?
I love playing with Jay. He's a really skilled defenseman, and I think we play well together. I think that we got a little chemistry that we don't know where it came from, but it works out. So yeah, I like playing with him a lot.
Walk us through what you saw on his goal on Saturday.
I'm still lost on what happened there. It kind of reminded me of a goal Toby had. He, kind of put it in behind the goalie, maybe off his back. I'm not sure. I saw hands go up, so I celebrated.
All right, so Aberdeen is the first team that comes to town this weekend. You've seen them already. What's the defense looking to do against that Wings team?
Stay with our plays. Just play physical, play aggressive, and cut them off on the blue line. Keep the puck in the O-zone as much as we can, and let our skilled forwards do the rest of the work for us.
The Wings have some big guns. Most notable would certainly be Carter Rue, who's had an excellent start to the season. Is he a guy that you pay attention for on the ice, or is it?
Carter Rue's a Minnesota boy, so I know plenty about him. I've played him growing up in high school and stuff. So he's a skilled guy. You just gotta make sure you stay on the body. Don't let him do those little magic tricks on you.
Now, Saturday, Brookings. That's your first look at a Brookings team. We were talking with Kyle Siemers a second ago. That's a young Brookings team. What's important to keep in mind against these guys when you get your first look at them on Saturday night?
Being a team I've never seen even play before, you just got to stick with the basics, keep it simple, and get a feel of what's going on in the game, and then go from there.
Well, Noah, we thank you very much for sharing a little time with us. Good luck this weekend getting a little home cooking.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
All right, that's Bobcats defenseman Noah Borman. We'll jump out for a quick commercial break. More right here from the Tap In Tavern as the Bobcat Hockey Coaches Show continues after this on Super Talk.